The unseen storm in the stillness of a moonlit night, when most of Earth lay wrapped in the quiet routine of sleep. An unsettling disturbance began to ripple across the planet. Across continents and time zones, advanced satellite networks and ground-based radars detected an anomaly, a series of coordinated, inexplicable signals emanating from the far reaches of space. In the sprawling command center of the Pentagon, high-ranking military officials huddled around glowing displays as graphs and satellite feeds painted a picture of a vast, unknown armada approaching the planet. General William Bulldog Mason, a seasoned leader known for his unyielding determination, stared at the rapidly updating digital map. Each blinking red dot represented a potential threat. "This is more than an intrusion. It's an outright provocation," he declared, his deep voice resonating through the tense room. His words were met with a mix of hardened resolve and quiet anxiety. In distant cities, the calm of everyday life was shattered, as alarm sirens wailed and citizens were urged to seek shelter. Outside, the stars themselves seemed to dim under the weight of an impending cosmic storm, while government agencies raced to piece together the nature of the alien fleet. Amid the uncertainty, a single thought unified all: humanity must prepare for war. The call to arms as dawn broke over a world on edge. Leaders from every nation rallied to respond to the existential threat. In a globally televised emergency address, President Sarah Carter appeared before a sea of determined faces, her expression grave yet resolute. "Today we are more than citizens of our individual countries. We are citizens of Earth. Our enemy does not respect borders, and neither will our unity," she proclaimed. Her voice, clear and commanding, carried across millions of homes and stirred a deep collective resolve. Across busy metropolises and quiet rural towns alike, an extraordinary transformation took hold. In Washington, a flurry of activity surged within military installations, where top strategists mapped out defense plans and coordinated resource allocations with unprecedented precision. Meanwhile, in Silicon Valley, brilliant minds at tech, companies and research laboratories converged on secret projects to develop revolutionary countermeasures, from advanced communication interceptors to experimental weaponry capable of disrupting alien technology. Community centers, schools, and even local coffee shops became hubs for volunteers, eager to offer their expertise and support. The call to arms was answered with an outpouring of human spirit, a fusion of patriotism, ingenuity, and the unyielding will to protect what they held dear. Rising flames, in the skies above the American heartland, the first true sparks of conflict ignited as human fighter jets clashed with sleek, otherworldly craft. Lieutenant James Hawk Henderson, piloting his agile jet with precision and nerve, led his squadron into a tumultuous ballet of laser fire and evasive maneuvers. The night sky transformed into a blazing canvas of streaks and flashes, punctuated by the echoing roar of engines and the shriek of energy blasts. "Lock on target and maintain formation. Remember, every move counts," he bellowed over the comm system, his voice steady despite the chaos unfolding around him. Below, on the streets of major cities turned impromptu battlegrounds, elite infantry, units engaged in fierce skirmishes with alien ground forces. Urban landscapes morphed into labyrinths of rubble and resistance, where every shattered building and scorched street bore witness to the bravery of those who fought to reclaim their homes. In a makeshift command center set up in a converted school gymnasium, technician Elena Ramirez worked feverishly to decode intercepted transmissions. Her eyes, red with exhaustion yet sparkling with determination, tracked the streams of data that hinted at hidden vulnerabilities within the invaders' technology. Each minor victory, be it a repelled assault or a fleeting moment of clarity in the enemy's code, fanned the flames of human defiance, turning fear into a roar of unyielding fury, unyielding resistance. As the battles raged on, the clash between alien technology and human ingenuity reached a critical turning point. Deep inside a covert research facility hidden in the high-tech corridors of Silicon Valley, a team of scientists and cyber specialists worked around the clock, their eyes glued to complex simulations and real-time data feeds. We found a pattern in their signals, a vulnerability in their communication grid, announced Elena Ramirez, her voice brimming with cautious optimism as she shared her breakthrough with military strategists. The room erupted in a mixture of cheers and intense focus as plans were quickly redrawn. Back on the front lines, Lieutenant Henderson's squadron received updated orders. With the newfound intel, pilots executed daring maneuvers designed to exploit the alien craft's weakened areas. Explosive bursts lit up the night as fighter jets engaged in calculated dogfights, each pilot relying on instinct, honed by countless training hours. Meanwhile, specialized boarding teams prepared for a high-risk operation, infiltrating a disabled alien vessel to gather crucial intelligence that could spell the difference between victory and annihilation. The stakes were astronomical, yet every human soldier, pilot, and scientist now understood that they were part of something much larger, a united front determined to reclaim their future from an enemy that had underestimated the human spirit. The Fury, unleashed in a climactic confrontation that would be remembered for generations, humanity unleashed its full fury upon the invaders. The alien armada, once the epitome of cold, calculated menace, now trembled before the sheer force of a coordinated human assault. On a battle-scarred field of stars, fleets of fighter jets, bombers, and ground units converged on the enemy's flagship, a massive vessel that had served as the nerve center of the invasion. "This is our moment," General Mason's voice boomed over the comlink. "Show them the full extent of our might. Today, we make them understand that human fury is unstoppable." Explosions blossomed in the void as missile trails crisscrossed the darkness. The alien warship's defenses buckled under the sustained barrage, and brilliant flashes of light signaled critical hits. In the midst of the chaos, Lieutenant Henderson led his team in a series of high-risk dives, their crafts weaving through enemy fire with the grace of seasoned dancers and the precision of lethal instruments. The combined assault was a masterclass in both digital warfare and raw combat power, as cyber specialists continued their onslaught from onboard command centers, ensuring that every tactical opportunity was exploited. The enemy's once unshakable formation began to disintegrate, leaving behind a trail of smoldering debris and shattered technology, a testament to the indomitable will of a united humanity. Victory and beyond. When the final explosion rocked the remnants of the alien flagship, a profound silence settled over the battlefield, a silence that carried the weight of both triumphant relief and solemn remembrance. In the hours and days that followed, the battered but unbroken forces of Earth began the slow, painful process of recovery. Across the globe, communities emerged from shelters and ruins, eyes lifted to the sky where the remnants of enemy craft drifted like cosmic ghosts. Memorials and makeshift shrines sprang up in neighborhoods, each one a tribute to the heroes who had given everything in the struggle for survival. In a grand ceremony held on the steps of the newly rebuilt Capitol, President Carter addressed a nation transformed by conflict. "Today we celebrate not just a victory over a common foe, but the resilience and unity that define us as a people," she proclaimed, her words echoing in the hearts of millions. The scars of battle, both physical and emotional, became symbols of hard-won lessons. In academic halls and community centers, educators and leaders discussed the legacy of the conflict, emphasizing the importance of unity, innovation, and vigilance in safeguarding the future. The era that followed was marked by unprecedented international cooperation, a commitment to ensuring that the spark of human fury would be channeled into building a better, more resilient world. As humanity looked to the stars once again, there was a newfound determination to explore, learn, and thrive, forever mindful of the day when the human spirit rose against the darkness and emerged victorious.